I need you to stop for a second. Not scroll, not multitask, not half listen. Stop and really hear me. That thing you're chasing, the money, the promotion, the bigger house, the perfect body, the respect, the applause, the thing you believe will finally make your life click into place, it's not going to give you what you think it will. My name is William. I'm 77 years old, and I spent 50 years of my life running after things that were never designed to fill the hole I was trying to fill. 50 years. That's half a century, chasing the wrong finish line. So sit with me for a few minutes, because what took me decades of exhaustion, pride, ego, and quiet disappointment to understand, I'm going to hand to you right now. And maybe, just maybe, you won't lose as much time as I did. We all say the same lie. I'll be happy when I get the promotion. I'll be happy when I pay off the house. I'll be happy when I retire. I'll be happy when people finally respect me. I said that my whole life. And you know what? I got the promotion. I paid off the house. I retired. People call me Sir. At 77, you stop keeping score. But here's what nobody tells you. When you get the thing, there's always another thing. Always. The finish line moves. You think you're almost there, and suddenly it's further away than when you started. I spent 50 years running toward a finish line that didn't even exist. Let me tell you something I'm not proud of. I grew up poor. Not starving, but poor enough to feel it. Poor enough to see how the world looks at a man with tired hands and worn-out boots. My father worked in a factory his entire life. Came home every night exhausted, hands cracked, back bent, and people still treated him like he didn't matter. I was 10 years old, maybe 11, watching that, and something inside me made a promise. That will not be me. I'm going to be somebody. I'm going to make them respect me. So I worked. God, I worked. 60 hours, 70 hours, some weeks. I missed my kids growing up, missed dinners, missed baseball games, missed ordinary Tuesdays that never come back. But I told myself it was worth it. I was building something. I was becoming somebody. By 52, I was a vice president. Corner office. My name on the door. People stood up when I walked in. And one afternoon, I sat in that big office, door closed, staring out the window. And I felt it. Nothing. Not joy. Not pride. Not peace. Just emptiness. Like I had climbed this massive mountain, sacrificed for it, bled for it. And when I reached the top, there was nothing there. Just another mountain in the distance. It took me 20 more years to understand what I had really been chasing. 20 years. I'm a slow learner, I suppose. I wasn't chasing money. I wasn't chasing titles. I wasn't even chasing respect. I was chasing a feeling. I wanted to feel like I was enough, like I mattered, like I deserved to take up space in this world. And I thought if I climbed high enough, earned enough, achieved enough, that feeling would finally arrive. But you cannot get enough from a job title. You cannot get worth from a paycheck. You cannot get identity from people calling you sir. The feeling of being enough, that was mine the whole time. I didn't need permission. I didn't need applause. I didn't need to earn it. I just needed to decide. Decide that I mattered. Decide that I was worthy. Decide that I was enough exactly as I was. I could have made that decision at 25. I made it at 73. That's 48 years spent trying to earn something that was already mine. And I made the same mistake in my marriage. Different stage. Same script. I thought being a good husband meant providing. If I bought the house, if I paid the bills, if I filled the garage and the closets, we'd be happy. That was my job, right? Provide. But love isn't built out of square footage. Connection isn't stored in a savings account. She didn't need more things. She needed me. And I was always almost there. Always building. Always climbing. Always chasing the next thing that was supposed to make everything finally feel right. Listen to me carefully. The life you are postponing your happiness for is the only life you get. If you keep saying, I'll be happy when, you'll wake up 30 years from now in a quiet room with achievements on the wall and an ache in your chest you can't explain. Stop chasing the feeling. Choose it. Right now. Not when you get the promotion. Not when the number in your bank account changes. Not when the world claps for you. You are enough before the applause. You matter before the title. You are worthy without earning it. Don't spend 50 years learning that the hard way. I already did that for you. Do you like this personality? I used to say with pride in my chest, I provide. And I did. Oh, I provided the hell out of that marriage. The bills were paid. The house was solid. Food on the table. College funds growing. From the outside, I was a good man, a responsible man. But you know what my wife actually wanted? She wanted me. Not my paycheck, not my promotions, not the roof I was so proud of keeping over our heads. She wanted me sitting across from her at the dinner table, really listening. She wanted me on the couch at night, not staring through her, thinking about tomorrow's meetings. She wanted me awake in the moment, not exhausted from chasing the next thing. And I wasn't there. Even when I was home, I was gone. We almost split when I was 48. And it wasn't because I failed. It wasn't because I wasn't successful. It was because I was absent. I remember it like it happened yesterday. She looked at me and said, "William, I don't need the money. I need you. I need you to look at me. I need you to hear me. I need you to be here." And I didn't understand. In my mind, I was there. Wasn't I paying the bills? Wasn't I doing what a man is supposed to do? It took me years, too many years, to understand something simple. There's a difference between providing for someone and being present with someone. They are not the same. Not even close. I'm 77 now. Most of my friends are around my age. Some older, some younger. A few already gone. And I've noticed something. The miserable ones, they're still chasing, still comparing, still keeping score. I've got a friend, 84 years old, still mad his neighbor drives a nicer car. 84, still peeking over the fence, still measuring his worth against somebody else's driveway. And he's miserable. I've got another friend, 79, and every conversation is a complaint. Her knees hurt, her kids don't call enough, her pension isn't big enough. Everything is wrong. Everything is lacking. She's been unhappy as long as I've known her. And unless something changes inside her, she'll carry that unhappiness right to the grave, because she's waiting for the outside world to rearrange itself so she can finally feel okay. But then there are others, and they've got something different. A lightness, a peace. They're not trying to prove anything anymore. They're not keeping score. They're not chasing applause. They're just here, curious, present, enjoying what's in front of them. My friend Earl, 86 years old, little apartment, fixed income. Health's not great. Happiest man I know. He wakes up grateful. Every day. He's always reading something, learning something, asking questions like a kid again. He told me once, "William, I spent 60 years trying to be somebody. Now I'm just trying to be here." And it's so much better. That's it right there. It's not the money. It's not perfect health. It's not even family, though that helps. It's whether you've made peace with yourself, whether you've stopped chasing and started being. You want to know what real freedom feels like? It's not a big bank account. I know people with money who are prisoners in their own heads, always worried, always bracing for the next disaster, never able to enjoy what they have. Real freedom? It's when the things that used to hook you don't hook you anymore. When someone throws an insult at you and it slides off like rain on a windshield, when you stop needing everyone to approve of you. When you can look in the mirror, see a 77-year-old man staring back, wrinkles, scars, mistakes, and all, and say, "Yeah, that's me." And I'm okay with that. Real freedom is not needing anything outside of you to feel okay inside of you. And that takes most people a lifetime to figure out. Some never do. They die chasing. Still waiting. Still convinced happiness is just one more promotion, one more purchase, one more milestone away. Let me tell you about the trap. You think once you get the thing, you'll finally relax. You'll finally feel safe. You'll finally be satisfied. You won't. There's always another thing. I paid off my house at 58. Thought I'd feel free. Thought I'd breathe easier. You know what happened? I found something new to worry about. Retirement savings. Healthcare costs. What if the market crashes? What if this? What if that? My circumstances improved, but the fear didn't leave. It just found a new place to live. And that's when it hit me. Fear doesn't disappear when your life gets better. It disappears when you get better. When you stop running. When you stop measuring. When you finally sit down in your own life and decide, this is enough. I am enough. And I'm here. And that's when peace begins. The fear doesn't disappear because your life gets perfect. It disappears the moment you change. The moment you decide, really decide, that you're not going to let it drive your life anymore. The moment you say, I'm okay, right now, today, no matter what happens tomorrow, That's an inside job. No amount of money can do that for you. No promotion, no relationship, no applause. You can build the empire and still feel empty inside. Trust me, everything I thought I wanted, the title, the money, the house, the respect, I didn't actually want those things. What I wanted was to feel safe. I wanted to feel like I mattered. I wanted to feel loved. And I was chasing those feelings in all the wrong places. I tried to squeeze them out of my job, out of my bank account, out of other people's opinions. But safety, worthiness, love, I could have given those to myself the whole time. I didn't need to earn them. I just needed to accept that I was already safe, already worthy, already loved. That sounds simple, I know it does. But it took me 50 years to understand that. And I'm still practicing, 77 years old, and I'm still learning how to be enough without proving it. When you're young, you think happiness is waiting at the finish line. I did too. But here's the truth. There's no finish line. You get one thing, there's another thing. You solve one problem, another shows up. That's not failure. That's life. If you're waiting for everything to be perfect before you let yourself be happy, you're going to wait forever. Because something will always be missing. Something will always feel unfinished. The journey is the destination. I used to roll my eyes at that. Now I understand. This is it. Right here. Right now. This ordinary Tuesday afternoon. This messy season. This imperfect moment. This is your life. Not when you get the promotion. Not when you meet the right person. Not when the debt is gone. Now. And if you can't find peace on the way, you won't magically find it when you arrive. I promise you. I've arrived at the places I thought would fix me. They didn't. The arrival never feels the way you think it will. So here's what I want you to take with you. Stop waiting. Stop saying, I'll be happy when. That sentence stole 50 years of my life. 50 years of postponed joy, postponed rest, postponed living. Whatever you think you need to finally feel whole, you don't. What you need is to decide today that you are enough exactly as you are, right now. Not improved, not promoted, not perfected. Enough. You hear me? You are already enough. You don't have to prove it. You don't have to earn it. You don't have to exhaust yourself trying to deserve it. You just have to accept it. I'm 77 years old. I've made mistakes, chased the wrong things, wasted time I can't get back. But here's the one thing I know with absolute certainty. Everything you're looking for is already inside you. You just have to stop running long enough to notice. If this hits you, share it with someone who's grinding themselves into dust, chasing a version of happiness that keeps moving. And I want to know, what's your I'll be happy when? What are you waiting for? And what would happen if you decided today that you're already enough? Subscribe if you want more real conversations like this.